Hello, my name is Aileen La Tourette, and I'm going to read to you from my second collection of poems called Touching Base. And I'm reading from a sequence in that collection about some rather unusual places where some people have seen the faces of Jesus and Mary, mostly in the USA. The first poem I'm going to read is in the voice of someone who saw the face of Jesus in a cheese sandwich, and this happened in Hollywood. "Don't look at me," I said, when he looked back from a piece of bread with Greta Garbo eyes. "This ain't my kind of thing. I'm not your type." I took him from the kitchenette to the deck, hoping he'd evaporate. Carbs aren't on my diet. You could say he saved me from myself. I ate cheese plain. It's okay on Atkins and South Beach, Wade. I could play Mary Magdalene with long blonde hair to my feet, massaging his whore with a heart of gold. But you get typecast. What happens when I'm old? 35 if you're lucky. 30 for most. I'm 29. The next day, he was still there, eyeing me cheesily or goldenly, depending on your point of view. Jesus, what was I supposed to do? I put him in the freezer, then thought, eBay. Go on, say it. I'm Judy, actually. Sold JC for a week in a spa, lipo, eyelid lift, boob job, miracle cream, greasing the palms palmists refused to read. I'm hungry all the time. The tarot showed the hanged man, made me scream. This poem is in the voice of someone who's seeing the face of Jesus in a frying pan in the great state of Texas. Lived in the panhandle all my life. Panhandled some in hard times, downstate. Don't shit in my own doorway. Or hang there waiting for a guy too tired to take someone to dinner, get her high. Later, I come home, make pancakes with gravy. Bit of a Lady Peter Pan. Well, not exactly lady. Not lately, anyway. Never could settle down. Never could see what folks saw in it, even before I got to know the men. How they gave up on their wives in every way except leaning on them. Kind of like being a wall. I stayed a window, I guess. More dangerous. Glass ain't stable. That's a fact. Kind of fascinating, if you ask me. Looks fixed, but it's fire and sand running away like mercury between the frames. That's me. Jesus paid me a visit one day. In the grease left in the frying pan. That skillet held his face. I didn't know what to do. Missed frying stuff. He seemed to want some peace and quiet. Always did like lowlifes, when you think of it. And the last one I'm going to read is someone who saw Jesus on the church door, of all places, in Massachusetts. I'd been cleaning those doors for 30 years, cleaning the floors till I could see my face in them. I had my doubts, sure, but I kept them down. Then came the day I saw his face on the door we'd just had stained. It was him, all right. Pine knots for eyes. I started to cry. Then I got my hat and I walked away down the aisle, turned my back on that pine-eyed God. That was that. I'd had my sign. I never thought he'd be so lacking in imagination as to show up there on a church door. Fine. Thank you.